Hello, Blount County. Have you recently encountered a bumpy or washed out county road and asked yourself, why are county roads in this condition? Do you travel a county road daily that looks like this? This video will focus on explaining the $4.8 million, circled on the left, that we saw in the previous video in this series. This is the amount allocated to county roads for fiscal year 2016. Blount County is divided into 4 commission districts, each of which elects its own commissioner. The commission chairman is elected at large and serves a dual role as probate judge and commission chair. Commission districts are divided based on population, and district lines are periodically redrawn to keep the population difference within 5%. This is done without regard to road mileage, so the number of county road miles varies between each district. The county has about 1,100 miles of roads and right-of-way to maintain, 139 of which is dirt and 976 paved. The funding making up the $4.8 million road budget can be divided into 2 categories. The first category is funding that, per state law, may be spent only on paved roads. $1.5 million is this year's allocation in that category. This portion of funding is provided through several different revenue sources. A 4-cent per gallon gasoline tax is collected at the state level, and a portion of that is divided among the counties based on several factors determined by the legislature. A 5-cent per gallon gasoline tax is also collected at the state level, but the portion divided among the counties is smaller than that of the 4-cent tax. Distributor inspection fees, motor vehicle licenses, and petroleum product permits make up the remaining revenues for a total of $1,270,000 received by Blount County for use maintaining or constructing paved roads and bridges. This year, an additional $264,000 is needed to fund a federally granted paving project. This amount will be expended from the fund balance, which currently exceeds $500,000. The purpose of building a balance in this fund is to match funding on federal grant projects such as the one scheduled for this year. The portions of these revenues and funding sources designated for county road maintenance is reflected here and totals $1,534,000. The paved roads only portion of the county roads budget has, over the past decade, been divided among commission districts evenly. The method of dividing funding among commission districts is chosen by the commissioners themselves each year during the budgeting process. The second category of funding may be spent on any county roads, dirt, or paved. This portion is much larger at $3.3 million. This funding is provided through various revenue sources. The 7-cent per gallon gasoline tax is another collected at the state level, and a portion of it is divided among the counties. State sharing for roads and state sharing for engineering are both calculated as a percentage of expenses that the state would otherwise incur on behalf of the county if the county did not provide the engineering services itself, though it has long been a requirement that each county employ its own engineer. Property taxes are collected at the county level by the revenue commissioner, as are car tag fees. Business privilege taxes and driver's license renewal fees are collected by the probate officer, but most of those revenues are due to the state. Motor vehicle licenses are collected by the revenue commissioner, and $40,000 in Alabama trust fund revenues are being allocated to county roads this year. The portions of these revenues designated for county road maintenance is reflected here and totals $3,297,628. That amount is not divided among commission districts evenly, but the division is determined by the commissioners each year while setting the annual budget. The difference is due largely to the variance in road mileage in each district, but it is also based on other factors such as road use, industry, and population. This brings us to the total road budget, $4.8 million. Now, there are about 4 commission districts in Blount County. Each has a commissioner and about 9 employees for a total of 40 full-time road crew members. The average salary for these employees, including commissioner salaries, is $33,411. The county is a member of the Retirement Systems of Alabama, the RSA, which requires that the county pay 8.54% of salaries to the retirement fund each year. A small life insurance policy is provided for each employee. The employer portion of Social Security taxes is 7.65% of wages. Health insurance for road crew members costs the county about $298,400 per year at current rates, which averages about $622 per month per employee, or $7,460 per year. The average cost of a full-time employee is $46,334. There are 40 full-time employees for a total cost of $1,853,360. There are also 8 part-time employees costing an average of $13,328 each. The total cost for 36 full-time road department employees, 4 commissioners, and 8 part-time employees is about $1,959,981. The cost of employees is reduced from total road department budget. Other costs consist of maintenance of road department equipment and facilities, fuel, tires, and electricity. Workers' comp premiums for the year are allocated to each department based on total wages paid and the cost of claims in recent years. The road department's premiums are $70,776. General liability is allocated similarly, and the road department's portion is $33,492 for a combined total of $104,268. For the purpose of this demonstration, we will omit all other items that the road crews may need, including purchases of equipment. This results in a total of $598,060. Now, this year, a grant project is being completed at a cost of $268,187. This amount will not be recurring yearly, but it is also not funded from annual revenues. The funding for this project will be deducted from the fund balance. After the grant project is completed, the road department budget will decrease by this amount for future years. When these costs are also deducted from the total road department budget, only $2 million remains to purchase paving materials. Paving materials range in costs from $40,000 per mile to $120,000 per mile, at best, depending whether tar and gravel is used or asphalt. Blount County has 976 miles of paved roads. If asphalt were used to pave every road, the county could afford to pave a maximum of 16.7 miles each year. If tar and gravel were used, it could pave 50.1 miles per year. If we assume 85% tar and gravel and 15% asphalt, then the county could pave about 45.1 miles per year at current funding and cost levels. Considering that there are 976 miles of roads in the county, it would take about 22 years to pave every road. Asphalt roads can be expected to remain in fair condition for 8 to 10 years before needing repairs, but tar and gravel roads have an even shorter life expectancy. It is now important to note that the 22 years it would take to pave every road in the county assumes that the commission never spends a single penny to repair or rebuild a bridge, replace any culverts or pipes, purchase a single piece of equipment or dump truck, change the existing shape, grade, or curvature of a road, maintain any ditches or right-of-way, scrape or maintain any of the county's 138 miles of dirt roads, or fill a single pothole. If none of these items were a cost and the commission could do nothing but pave roads, it would take 22 years to pave them all at current funding levels. However, these items are a significant cost and require a major investment of resources, which prolongs the 22 years much further. If you have any questions about county government, tweet them to @BlountCommish or message us on Facebook at facebook.com/BlountCountyCommission. You can also email us at blountcountyal@gmail.com. This video is part 2 of a series that will be featured on the new county website when completed next month. This video was written and produced by Zach Marsh with the help of Matt Mignonia.